No two programs have rocked the establishment more than these two, and it's built a rivalry between them. It's been nasty at times. It's had its fair share of cheap shots and ruined seasons, all in the quest for the milk can. Valley Children's Stadium in Fresno, California. It's the Boise State Broncos and the Fresno State Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sidelines. Holly?
Thanks, guys. I did check in with the Boise State head coach before the game. He understands that they are walking into a very difficult situation today. Their opponents have a big winning streak on hand, but so do they. He said, I believe that we can come and set the tone early. Look for them to be very balanced in their play calling, show why they've won these games 3 in a row, and really set the tone here early in the first quarter. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Boise State's offense will go to work first. It was the Bulldogs who chewed up the men in blue the last time they saw each other.
I mean, the Bulldogs went frying pan to the head of a proud Boise program and really asserted themselves. And this is a rivalry. These teams that play each other pretty consistently that usually have a lot of meaning on the line, Palmer.
And Boise State was asking so many questions after they got beat down the way they did. Really, you don't have to look much further than Fresno and just how they dominated that game in all 3 phases.
The Broncos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The run inside. It's Goff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the 2nd and short. And those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it. But they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a 3rd down.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Broncos will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. So Fresno State's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And here comes Rayshon Luke. He is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the 2nd level. They can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your 2nd level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number 1 job for this defense, man, try to make him play in the phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that one.
Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to bring it back. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And so the Boise State offense comes out to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Back to throw, it's Madsen. Here's a heat. Right on the money. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. A costly holding penalty backs him up. It's 1st and 20. The play-action fake. Looking deep. Upstairs to make the catch. Oh, a lot of space. He's at the touchdown Broncos. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The inside handoff. And some room to work. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Trying to pick it up on the ground. Crosses to 35. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. Martin back to pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. All right, guys, let's chat about Fresno State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Here's a little room there. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bulldog. Extra point here will tie the game. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Looking downfield, it's Madsen. Pulls it in. It's Morris. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. Pocket breaking down. Got a man in the middle. Quick step and go. Makes the grab and room to run. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense...
He uncorks one deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
And, man, that has to be frustrating for this defense. You give up a big play. What do you want the secondary to do? Man, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback at some point. And it just, he kept going. He kept having time to go through. If I'm a defensive back, I'm going right to the defensive line. Hey, bro, can we get some pressure on the quarterback, man? That's unacceptable.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. To throw, it's Madsen. Makes a catch. Touchdown, Broncos! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And, Reese, this is the part of the field where the tight ends become such a big part, right? The big size. I'm going to isolate these guys, find a way to get good matchups. You could tell they did it there, and the result, 6 points.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man out of the backfield. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Fresno State right back to the line.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football.
Wide open spaces. He's at the 20. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs! That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And the point after is good. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running inside. It's Goff. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Got a man, it's Wagner. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Just a short pass to the tight end. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gaines. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Broncos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Let's take a look at how these quarterbacks have fared in the early going after the first period. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass. The short hands, it's Wagner. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Here on third down for this offense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. The Broncos will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Martin will throw it. Pressure coming. He's on the move. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. Now from their own 20-yard line, it's first and 10. The snap sets up the throw. They go to the wide receiver screen. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's second and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to fire. Flips it out in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Fresno State will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He takes it at the 45. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Second down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Morris. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football and pulling it in.
Powers through the defender. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Scanning the field, it's Madsen. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
The run inside. It's Gaines. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. They'll run the screen. He will not get there. A stop on third down leaves him with a fourth down from the 18-yard line. And the Broncos have pushed it inside the 20. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Hauls it in. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. Absolutely perfect. And now they take the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Martin back to pass. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of...
Makes the catch and he's free. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Fresno State right back to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
To the air on second down. He's going to take a shot. And he's got it inside the 35. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Back open in the middle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Now they'll run it to the right here. There's a crease. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Running inside. It's Gaines.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Catch in the middle, it's Bates. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Now Fresno State calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Broncos will line up to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. With the catch, it's Freeman. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's take a look at the Nebraska Cornhuskers taking on the number 3 team, the Indiana Hoosiers.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they make the tackle on the return. There is a penalty marker on the play, and they might be backing up a bit. Right on the heels of that touchdown, they give up some good field position with that face mask penalty costing them 15 yards. And it'll be first down for this offense after the personal foul. The keeper on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Martin will throw it. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. What a grab with one hand. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Offense getting set for first down. From the gun, the running back has it. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Guys, they first played in 1977. They've had their battles in the WAC, the Mountain West, and here they are again today.
Yeah, they've changed conferences, and it's kind of an interesting rivalry, Palmer, because they don't play every year. So,
caught, and he's got room. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15, a first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Takes the easy throw in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
and a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Their first possession of this 3rd quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Makes the grab. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Caught in the backfield, it's Bates. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Firing to the right, complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gaines. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. And the Broncos pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to throw, it's Madsen. Makes the catch. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Martin back to pass. Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Bulldogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. to the left. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
And the Bulldogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Got his man on the outside. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
Finds space on the right, and he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. Touchdown, Fresno State. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Looking for a man. It's Madsen. He'll throw it. That's reeled in. It's Bates. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. Wants to fire on second down. Using the quick game. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Makes the grab on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Oh, they're after him. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Fresno State. The defense putting points on the board. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
This is just complimentary football, and we're seeing it now. Offense scoring points and the defense doing their job. Great job flying to the ball, forcing that football loose, picking it up, convoy to go score, David. Everything going their way.
Yeah, everything going their way, making plays, and this offense is going to have to find some answers. Now dug yourself a hole. Going to get in predominantly passing situations. This offense has got to find something fast.
Pulled and finds his man on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Madsen. Got it. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna look downfield again. The screen, he's got wheels. Could not make his way to the corner. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. And the third down pass is incomplete.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Dumps it to the back. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Following that last play, we have a Bronco that is slow to get up. Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. To the ground, he's got it again. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Trying to move them on the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on third and long. Martin will throw it. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 13.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Direct snap. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the...
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the pummeling has started. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So they move the ball 37 yards on the drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And so the Boise State offense comes out to go to work. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
To the air, it's Madsen. Got his man. He just slips and slides his way down to the 42. The Broncos can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Ford. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State.
How about the bomb by the offense? The Hail Mary, they go deep. The defense knows it's coming. And where are they? Where is the defense? You got to stay as deep as the deepest and make sure this doesn't happen. The Hail Mary to success.
They'll go through the motions and finish this one off with the PAT. So the extra point is good, but it is of little consequence as this game is over. So the Bulldogs get the win over the Broncos, and you know Fresno State is going to relish this victory for every single second until they clash again. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Palmer, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.